Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Notorious B.O.B. back at you once again. I thought that I would continue with my showcase of my favorite characters in Heroes of the Storm, and I also just happen to have this this daily quest where I do three games as a warrior. So I figured, hey, why not show a little warrior gameplay? And with that in mind, why not show my favorite warrior, and that is Arthas. So Arthas has incredible sustain. You can also build him to do pretty significant damage. He's not going to beat, Vala. He's not going to beat Kael'thas, but if you build him right, he can do significant damage, and you can do so from the front line and doing so relatively safely. So with that in mind, why don't we just hop right into it? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty short queue today, so take heart that perhaps we won't have to be waiting 5 minutes to queue up anymore. So I'm going to go mid. We find ourselves on the Garden of Terror, and let's check the enemy team. We have Johanna, Butcher, Lily, Zeratul, and Murky versus our Murky, Zeratul, Arthas, Lily, and Hammer. I'm thinking that with the Butcher around, it might be a good idea to go for block this time. I'll go bottom with Lily, because I see Lily is down there all by her lonesome. Just skipping around like a pretty little panda. I honestly don't know. Generally, you want to go for block or regeneration master because they're the better talents at this range. Looks like we're going up against a Murky here. I'm going to go ahead and go with regen master. Okay, so Arthas' abilities. His Q is a talent-based ability. It can do damage. You just click on an enemy, and it'll hit them for however much damage. However, most people will use that as his sustain ability, because it is a self-heal. So I'm going to grab that regen globe because it's a self-heal. So you can see that you can self-cast it to heal for 104 health, and then that scales up as the game goes on. His W ability is a skill shot cone or circle rather. It's an AoE skill shot. You just throw it on the ground, and then it roots enemies in place. And his E, kind of his bread and butter, is this AoE. It's called Frozen Tempest, and what it does is it deals damage per second, and it also slows enemies that move within this area there. And then his D ability, his trait, is Frostmourne Hunger. So it gives you activate to make your next basic attack strike immediately. So it'll reset your auto attack, and then it does 100% damage, increased damage, and then it restores 30 mana. So that's yet another way that Arthas is able to just stay in lane forever, because between the self-healing and between the mana regeneration, he can basically just sit in lane for a very long time, never really have to, he could use the sippy cup, but he almost never has to go back to the healing fountain. And let's see if I can get my root on Zeratul here. Yes, I can. Good for me. I feel good about myself right now. Okay, go ahead and go in on Johanna here. Johanna, one of the worst targets in the world to focus, but she's all by herself, so it shouldn't be too bad. At level 4, I'm going to pick up increased damage boost to Frostmourne Hunger, so it'll do 150% damage rather than 100. I'm going to pop my AoE here. Johanna's going to come in and try and ruin our life. She's all by herself, so it's not gonna be too successful. I'm gonna pick up this regen globe here and just keep hammering away at this Garden Terror. Oh, Zeratul got a little too close for comfort, didn't they? Oh, I missed my root there, and he blinks away. So I am out of mana at this point. Looks like Zeratul did not get away for long. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. I'm going to go ahead and hit D, regen some mana there. Not regen, just burst, heal some mana back, I guess. And Okay, I'm going to go over and start this camp before the enemy team grabs their Garden Terror. Okay, looks like Sergeant Hammer's going to be helping us out. Alright. We ought to capture this mercenary camp. Yeah, the terror's up, so that's not going to work. I'm going to go ahead and help out down bot after tapping the old mana fountain there. Or healing fountain. Oh, grab the regen globe. Nice. Ooh, land the root on the butcher. Very good, sir. Okay. We are able to secure a takedown on the butcher. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ping defend for the friendly team there. Because we need to defend. Because there's a Garden Terror down there. And it just took our fort. And I do get polymorphed. Okay, so at level 7 you want to pick up Rune Tap. Just every third basic attack heals you for 3% of your total health. And that does include the basic attack from your Frostmourne Hungers trait, which means you can kind of basic attack 4 times in a row and then heal back up. It's really nice. It doesn't scale with the amount of damage you do, which is a bit unfortunate. Because Arthas' auto attacks can get pretty hefty towards the end of the game, but it scales with your total health, which is actually even better. Because Arthas has not a huge health pool. It's not as much as someone like Muradin, for example, or Diablo, but he being able to regen 3% of your health every third basic attack is pretty good. Okay. See Murky coming down. I'll help him out with this here siege camp. Just walk in, turn your AoE on, draw aggro, and then, yeah, I mean, just stand there and wail away at mercenaries. It's Arthas is very good at jungling. He's very good at laning. He's he can have really impressive siege damage numbers output. It does look like they found the Murky Egg, which means that our little Murloc friend needs to be pretty careful. We're also a level and a half behind, so I want to try and stop these guys from doing too much damage to our structures here. And he totally misses his, oh geez, he got, okay. Wow. Oh, Batista. Looks like Dave Batista's playing with us. That's kind of cool. Never played with a celebrity before. Alright, so that didn't go well. But either way, I'm going to go right back up there and try and clear that minion wave. Try and get us to level 10 before we try and go gather those seeds. Because there's almost certainly going to be a team fight down there. And it'd be a good idea to have our ults. Okay. There we go. Okay, so at level 10, both of these are good, quite honestly. Army of the Dead gives you just more sustain and a little bit of damage over time. Syndragosa is what I'm going for here, though, simply because of its ability to lock people down. So I'm going to go ahead and land my root on the butcher. Oh, I didn't even throw out the root. He's got his brand on me. I do have to be careful, but now the brand is gone. And I'm going to die. He's got me. Stood toe-to-toe with the butcher. Not a good idea. That is my fault. Some people can go toe-to-toe with the butcher. Thrall specifically. Just off the top of my head. But Arthas cannot. It's not a good idea. He does have an incredible amount of sustain, but, I mean, not enough to 1v1 the butcher. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to go back to that lane. I'm just going to go ahead and go back to that Garden Terror, since it seems like everyone's ignoring it. The friendly team is down bot, getting seeds from that terror, presumably, and, you know, doing work, it looks like. Managed to take out the enemy Johanna. But yeah, I'm just going to start this. I'm going to go ahead and just keep wailing on it. Get out of the way of that. I'm thinking Murky might be the best pick for us at this point. I'm going to go around and grab this regen globe. Oh, and of course, I'm going to get interrupted here. Oh, no, okay. Friendly Murky's out, too. Get Lily. We're going to root. Oh, I missed my root on Lily. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and keep doing this then. Keep doing what I'm doing. Activate. You want to make sure that you're using your D as much as you're using your D. You want to make sure that you're using your trait as much as possible. Not sure who did take that. The good news for this game is that the enemy Murky went with March of the Murlocs. So, you know, good for us, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and grab the regen globe from this guy. Okay. So, level 13. There's a couple really good ones. Let's see who we got. Johanna the Butcher, Lily, Zeratul, Murky. Okay, so there's a couple really good ones. I would say Spell Shield, Relentless, or Biting Cold. So let's see what crowd control they have. They have nothing but crowd control from Johanna. They've got good crowd control from Butcher. No Octo Grab, which is nice. And Blinds from Lily. So, you know, I'm not entirely sure. I'm thinking that I'm going to go with Biting Cold because it just increases your AoE damage. Improved DPS, not bad. Spell Shield might have been good against this comp. And Relentless would almost certainly have been a better pick, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Root the Butcher. Blow up the Butcher with the help of Sergeant Hammer. And get that AoE going again. Get out. Oh, of course I missed. I did not get out of the polymorph. Okay, so at the very least we got the Butcher out. But we did lose our Sergeant Hammer in the process. Oh, okay. Murky's gonna use the Octo Grab. Get out of the polymorph. Good job. Gonna go ahead and heal myself. Alt is your best friend with Arthas. Alt is the self-cast modifier, so if you just hit Alt Q, you automatically cast it on yourself rather than having to target yourself. Little things like that have been really helpful for me as I've gotten better and better and played more and more of Heroes of the Storm. Like little things like that I just didn't think about when I first started. That looks like we are going to lose this fort up here. Get out of the polymorph. Nope. Okay, it looks like he's doing work on me here. I'm going to put my AoE back on because it is doing increased damage. Get polymorphed, but it's okay because we were able to basically melt that enemy terror there. I'm just going to walk right in on the caster minion and get the globe. Oh, okay, Murky getting the grab out. Oh, okay, and she popped her unstoppable, her shield, so not able to capitalize on that. Wasn't able to get the crowd control going. I'm going to walk up. Oh. Okay, we are able to secure a kill on the enemy Johanna there. Very nice. Okay. Oh, geez, and he's got me in the... Lily, I need you here. Help me stay alive. And I don't even have enough mana to drop Syndragosa yet. Okay, Lily's going to help me get away. Okay, now I gotta help. Oh, Lily just got blown up there by Zeratul and the Butcher. That was, wow, that was not pretty. That was not pretty on our part there. Alright, let's see how we're doing. Oh, sorry if you just heard a loud bunch of noises. I bumped the microphone a bit. Our Lily is leading in siege damage, and we have a Murky and a Hammer. I don't know what is going on here. So at level 16, two really good picks. I used to go with Immortal Coil all the time because that way you could cast it on enemies and it would still heal you, and it improves your self-heal, but which might actually be a good idea. But in this case, Frostmourne Hungers makes its effect get put on your next 2 basic attacks, which is really good. That means it's good for burst damage. And then today I'm going to go for Stone Skin because, as you can see, we're just getting blown up. I hear Murky's Octograb going down somewhere down there. He's going one-on-one with the Great One. No, he's going one-on-one with Johanna. He's going to die, but that's okay because it is Murky. And he'll be right back. So yeah, this Stone Skin ability is going to help a great deal the next time the Butcher tries to get me caught in his chain. Wow, and it looks like the enemy team has enough to grab another Garden Terror. I'm going to go ahead and see what's going on right here. Looks like they already grabbed that one. So there are just some random seeds sitting around somewhere. Oh, they're down there. Okay, I might actually be able to use my ult. Looks... Oh, wow, and Murky. Oh, the enemy Murky. Ooh, we got to go get that. Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. What a terrible ult. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. There's no way I can use that video. I can't upload this video. It's too embarrassing. Oh my gosh. Of course I'm kidding. I'm not only going to show you the pretty stuff, you know what I mean? So I did pop my Hardened Shield there. And he's just healing off me, so I'm going to return that slow to him. Oh my gosh, my self-heal just come off cooldown. This is not a pretty game, ladies and gentlemen. This is just not going well. I don't even, sorry, I don't even know what to say at this point. We're just getting rolled. Just straight up. Okay. Okay, I guess if we all chase her to the ends of the earth, we'll be able to kill her. And I do land the root, which is nice. I mean, okay, so I see Zeratul down here. I'm assuming he's in some sort of trouble. Go ahead and root Lily. There we go. I was going to say, are we really going to let her get away right now? We have a Zeratul, and I rooted her. But it's okay. We were able to capitalize on that. It looks like we're just going to go ahead and push this lane right here. Okay, so at level 20, I'm going to pick up Hardened Shield just because, obviously, we need the DR. Oh. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, he's got his chain on me. There. So, Sindragosa locks down towers for like 20 seconds, which is why I used it right there. Because there was also a chance we could catch the Butcher in it, but more importantly, it'll just make these towers not work. Okay, so... he's healing off of me, which is why I have to run, but I am the front line in this fight, so I have to stay in as much as I can. I'm going to go ahead and pop Stone Skin. And we are going to pick up a kill here, too. I mean, we could just push this right now. Like, I see no reason... Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and start wailing on this keep here. Hopefully, yeah, Lily's going to come in and help me out a bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit Hardened Skin. See if I can't root Lily here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab Zeratul too. We need to push. Let's push. We need to push this. This is like our one shot here. Okay. I'm just going to go on in. And the Butcher is about to be up. And the Butcher is up, so I'm going to get my ult ready. There it is. Missed everyone with it and died in the process. Okay, Zeratul's coming in. It looks like we're going to lose Hammer as well. Now it's time to back off, yeah. Okay, so they got us on the counter attack there. And I missed my ult, which didn't help. But it looks like we were able to push this as far as it can be pushed and get a little damage on the core. So that is nice. Meanwhile, their healer and their DPS are just out of the fight right now. So okay, it looks like they picked up a camp right here. And yes, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. It's the way to go. Somebody ought to capture this mercenary camp. I love Hammer's voice. You know what I mean? There's just something about it. It's just so funny. Okay, so I'm going to let them know that I'm on my way over. Looks like they are able to pick up a terror as well. Our terror... Okay, Murky's able to lock down the Butcher and just make sure he does not get too far. Okay, I'm going to hit Hardened Shield there. Rudol Lily? Nope, missed it. Okay, able to kill Johanna. Okay, looks like they got some minions on our core right now, but I'm not too worried about it. Yep, we got to push this. We got to push this. They got their tank, and... Oh my gosh, can I hit one of these roots, please? Grab Zeratul, grab Zeratul. That's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We lost our healer, but it's okay. Keep pushing, keep pushing. We got a hammer here. We got 3 of them down. This is going to be GG. Okay, gonna head and pop the Hardened Shield. GG. Wow. I don't even know what to say, honestly. Like, we were in a base race at the end there. It looked like their core was pushing our, or their Garden Terror was pushing our core. I don't even know what to say, man. A couple videos back, I mentioned the underdog mechanic and how if you're down a level, or if you're down levels, your team, and you manage to pick up a kill on the enemy team, you'll get more experience for that kill than if you were the same level. And that's that's the underdog mechanic. So, you know, you saw there how real comebacks are. You know, you just win a couple of team fights, and you saw that we were winning those team fights for the most part. You win a couple team fights, you're right back in this game, and you saw we were able to really come back there, and it really was not looking good for us around the 15-minute mark. But yeah, I mean, thanks to some strong play by our friendly Zeratul and our friendly Lily, we were really able, and our Sergeant Hammer, like our Sergeant Hammer just blew up in terms of siege damage and hero damage towards the end there. You remember that Lily was leading in siege damage at one point. Yeah, thanks to some strong play by the friendly team, yeah, Hammer blew up. Zeratul did great with his just locking people down. He saw some awesome void prisons. Really good heals by Lily. And then our friendly Murky just pushing lanes and doing Murky stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, wow. I don't really know what to say there. That was just a really good. That was just a really good comeback by our team. So yeah, let's check out the talents. Regeneration Master. Just because it gives you that much more sustain. It's just a really good talent. It's one of the it's almost an auto pick on most heroes that have it. It just depends on what else that hero has at level 1 as well. But in this tier, Regen Master is almost always your best bet, especially on Arthas. Destruction. Actually, you know what? Block would have been really handy for me in this game. It would have reduced the damage of some of Butcher's attacks, which therefore would have reduced the healing he got off of them. So maybe block would have been a better pick in this instance, but it's okay. We got the win. But yeah, so block or Regen Master are probably the way to go on Arthas. Level 4, pick up Destruction. Just gives you better DPS. I forget what's at level 4. Oh well. Level 7, I have no idea what else he has at level 7. I've never picked anything other than Rune Tap. That's an auto take every game. Every game. You see it, you heal for 3% of your max health every third basic attack. Now his auto attack speed isn't great. I think it's like 1. I think he attacks 1 time per second. But it doesn't matter because the amount of heals you'll get from that is incredible. I went with Sindragosa this game, and again, now that I'm thinking about it, Army of the Dead might have been a better pick. Sindragosa locks down towers, and it is a significant slow on enemy heroes, which is great if you actually hit the damn thing, which, as you can see, I missed it a couple times. Just flat out missed. So yeah, in this game in particular, I was not landing my Sindragosas at all. Usually I'm pretty on point with those, but yeah, in this case, Army of the Dead would have been a better pick. They're both very good. It just depends on how you use them in the situation you're in. Level 13, I always go with Biting Cold just because it boosts your AoE damage by 50%, and that's damage over time. That's damage per second. Anyone who walks into that AoE will get that damage at least once, and then it's also a slow. So that, obviously that's great for clearing lanes. Obviously that's great for clearing merc camps, but it's also incredible for slowing the enemy team, especially since, you're Arthas. You got to be, and you're the front line. You got to be in the thick of things. Otherwise, you're not doing your job. And then 16 and 20, I went with Stone Skin and Hardened Shield just because, as you saw, I was getting burst down like crazy, and I was able to avoid some deaths at the end of the game there, just because of those talents. So yeah, if you're facing DPS heavy teams, especially if you're facing the Butcher and Zeratul, yeah, you definitely want to pick up Stone Skin and Hardened Shield. But his other level 16 talent that I pointed out is also very good for self-sustain, but then most importantly though is his Frostmourne. If you upgrade his trait at level 16, the one that makes the effect apply to the next 2 basic attacks, that's what I usually go with, and I would have gone with if it weren't for the fact that I had spent the first 15 minutes of this game just getting singled out and burst down like crazy. But and then, yeah, level 20 Hardened Shield. I almost always go with Hardened Shield in that instance. If I pick up Sindragosa, sometimes I'll go with the upgrade for that because it will root enemy heroes for a second and a half, which is obviously really powerful. But we don't have a whole lot of AoE damage on this team. Basically just hammers splash damage from her siege. But, yeah, so that'll be, that's the video. That's Arthas. You'll see we didn't do great damage, but, he's a tank, and we didn't really build for damage this time. But, yeah, Arthas, he's got incredible sustain. He's got incredible wave clear. He's got incredible jungling ability. He's my favorite tank in this game, quite honestly. Johanna is second, but Arthas is my favorite warrior right now, and he has been since I picked him up, basically. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you had a good time. I hope you felt the same sort of vindication and relief when we won that game at the end as I did. But, yeah, with that in mind, thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good day.